Your nights without sleep, your heart racing, as bills pile like stones on your chest, are not a coincidence. You are here because Spirit wanted you to hear this message. Imagine holding a single coin in your palm. Cold, heavy, shining under the light. That coin is more than metal. It is a mirror of your vibration. Rent comes before the paycheck. The credit card swallows your last breath. The electric bill threatens darkness. Medicine costs more than your pocket can carry. Each debt feels like a chain made of iron links, pulling you deeper into scarcity. But listen, money does not answer panic. It answers vibration. When your soul screams, lack, dollars hide. When your mind begs, opportunity flees. Yet there is a hidden law. When you stop chasing, money starts searching for you. I want you to write in the comments now 3 words. Wealth is mine. This is your first act of faith, your first crack in the wall of scarcity. And if you feel touched, use super thanks or join the circle of members who are rewriting their destiny. This is only the beginning. Stay with me. Have you ever noticed how a glass of water can look crystal clear, yet if one drop of ink falls, the whole liquid turns heavy and dark? This is the same with your financial life. One overdue rent, one rising credit card bill, one medical expense higher than your paycheck, and suddenly everything feels poisoned. The weight presses on your chest like a stone against a river current, and you keep swimming, gasping for air, never reaching the shore. But hear me, this is not punishment, nor is it fate. It is vibration, echoing back what your soul keeps declaring in silence. I don't have enough. Tonight, I tell you, what you declare becomes your reality. Place a coin or dollar note near your heart and whisper, wealth flows. Dollars come. Abundance is mine. Say it 3 times with full breath. You will feel the vibration shifting inside you. This is not superstition. It is a code spirit left hidden in simple acts. Doubt will try to laugh at you, but faith is stronger. Let us continue. Picture a candle burning in the dark. The flame is small, but its light reaches every corner of the room. Debt feels the opposite. It is like smoke that fills the air, choking your breath, blinding your eyes, leaving you restless at night. Many souls live like this. 3 jobs, no peace, waiting for payday, yet already owing more than they earn. But Spirit says, the flame inside you is stronger than the smoke outside. A woman once told me she was drowning in credit card bills. She could not even buy food without fear. I gave her a ritual. Take a dollar bill, place it under a glass of clean water, and declare, money serves me. I am not its prisoner. Within 48 hours, an unexpected payment arrived, enough to cover her electricity and bring relief. Was it magic? No, it was vibration aligned with faith. The bill became a symbol, the water a carrier, her words the code. You may think this is small, but every miracle begins with one act of faith. We are not finished yet. Imagine salt poured into water. It disappears, yet the taste remains. Debt works the same way. You may not see it at every moment, but its weight lingers on your tongue, bitter, constant. You walk to work, but the thought of overdue rent rides on your back like an invisible rider. You buy bread, and the credit card whispers, you still owe me. This invisible presence drains energy more than the work itself. But listen, Spirit never created you to live in chains. Prosperity is not outside you. It breathes inside your chest, waiting to awaken. A man once came desperate, 2 months late on rent, facing eviction. I taught him to breathe over a coin, to hold it tightly, and repeat, wealth is my nature. Prosperity is my destiny. He did this at dawn, when the air was still. By the third day, his landlord forgave part of the debt and gave him extra time. What changed? The vibration of fear shifted into trust. The salt remained, but the taste of faith was stronger. Stay with me. Hold a cup of black coffee in your hands. Feel its warmth, smell its strength, notice how it wakes your senses. Now think of your financial struggle. The same way coffee can keep you awake, fear keeps your soul restless. Bills stack like mountains, credit cards bite like sharp teeth. The rent date feels like a storm always coming closer. You cannot rest, because even in sleep your spirit keeps chasing what runs away. But the law of spirit whispers, stop running, and the blessing begins to walk toward you. I knew a mother who cried because her children's school fees were impossible to pay. I told her, every morning place a note of money under her cup of coffee, and before drinking, declare, abundance pours into me as freely as this drink. Within 2 days, her brother sent unexpected dollars to cover the exact amount. Was this chance? No, it was alignment. Coffee became her altar, her words the key. This law does not fail. We are only opening the door. Let us continue. Think of an old chain left in the rain. Each link grows heavier with rust until the whole metal feels impossible to move. Debt does the same to your spirit. It starts as one late bill, then another, and soon your energy rusts with worry. You try to break free, but the links hold tighter. Yet spirit never leaves you without a key. Florence Scovel Shinn once wrote, "Your word is your wand." She meant that the tongue carries codes of power, capable of dissolving even iron. Imagine holding a single dollar and speaking over it. I am free. Money flows to me in divine order. Your words, like sacred oil, begin to dissolve the rust. A man once facing foreclosure used this practice daily. Within a week, a buyer appeared for his unused car, covering his arrears. Logic said it was impossible. Spirit said it was exact. The rusted chain began to break, one link at a time. Do not underestimate your voice. It is not weak, it is the hammer of spirit. Stay with me. Picture a clock with no hands. Time still exists, yet you cannot measure it by human sight. This is how spiritual money works. You expect dollars on Friday, but spirit does not move by Friday. It moves by alignment. Neville Goddard taught, assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. That is, act as if the bill is already paid, even before touching the cash. A woman once told me she had days left before her electricity would be cut. Fear consumed her. I said, place a coin in a bowl of water, light a candle beside it, and declare, never early, never late, always exact. She repeated it every morning and night. On the final day, an old employer sent her forgotten wages, arriving just hours before the cutoff. Coincidence? No. Spirit's clock struck in divine order. When you vibrate trust, time bends to meet you. This is why chasing only delays. Trusting brings exact arrival. Remember, Spirit's calendar is not yours. Let us continue. Every locked door has its key, yet many remain trapped because they never search for it. Prosperity is no different. There are 7 hidden barriers that keep wealth away. The first is doubt. What if this doesn't work? Doubt cracks the vessel, and abundance leaks out. The second is ridicule. People will laugh if I speak to a coin. But spirit is not mocked. It answers faith, not opinion. The third is logic. The voice saying, this ritual makes no sense. Remember, logic never fed a hungry child, but spirit has. The fourth is comparison, watching others succeed and asking, why not me? Comparison blinds you to your own door. The fifth is impatience, digging up the seed before it sprouts. The sixth is the final test, when everything looks darkest just before breakthrough. And the seventh is fear, the oldest chain, whispering, "You will lose it all." Each barrier is real, but each can fall with one code. Faith spoken, felt, repeated. Break one, and light enters. Stay with me. When barriers rise, rituals become the bridge. Spirit does not need grand temples. It needs simple acts done with faith. Take a coin and place it in clear water overnight. In the morning, drink a sip and declare, "Wealth flows into me as freely as this water." Another practice, tape a dollar note to your mirror. Each time you see your reflection, say, "Prosperity sees me and follows me," or create a small altar with one bill, a lit candle, and your written desire. Speak, "Money is my servant, never my master." These are not empty gestures. They are codes, like passwords unlocking Spirit's vault. A man once did the mirror ritual for 7 days. On the 8th, he received an unexpected freelance payment from a client gone silent for months. He called it luck. I called it alignment. Each ritual is a seed. Done with belief, it multiplies. Done with fear, it withers. Choose faith, and you will see signs within 48 hours. We are not finished yet. Before a great rain, small drops fall. Spirit always sends signs before the flood of prosperity. Pay attention. You may find a coin on the street. Do not ignore it. It is not just a coin. It is the universe whispering, "The door is opening." You may dream of dollar notes or overhear strangers speaking of money at the exact moment you prayed. These are not accidents. They are proofs, seeds sprouting beneath the soil. A woman once told me she prayed with a note of money under her pillow, declaring abundance nightly. The very next day, she opened her online banking and saw an unexpected deposit of $10. Small, yes, but she wept because it was the first visible sign that Spirit had heard her. The small sign always comes before the larger harvest. If you dismiss the small, you delay the great. If you honor the small, you accelerate the flow. Watch carefully this week. Spirit is already sending you signals. Let us continue. There was a man whose nights were drowned in fear. His rent was overdue, his phone filled with threats from creditors, and he confessed that he no longer saw a way forward. I told him, "Do not beg, align." I gave him the 48-hour ritual. Place a coin in a bowl of water, light a candle, and repeat for 2 days. Never early, never late, always exact. Wealth flows to me now. He obeyed, even while shaking with doubt. On the second night, as the candle burned low, his phone rang. A friend from years past offered him temporary work that paid in advance, enough to cover his rent with dignity. He wept, not because of the money, but because Spirit proved exact. 48 hours. Not sooner, not later. Spirit's timing was perfect. His chains loosened, his breath returned. This testimony is not legend. It is proof that the invisible responds when called with authority. Your 48 hours may be beginning now. Stay with me. Have you ever planted a seed and dug it up the next day to see if it grew? Foolish, isn't it? Yet this is how many treat prosperity. They speak one affirmation, perform one ritual, and then cry, "Where is my harvest?" Spirit teaches that delay is never denial. The tree does not rush, yet its fruit is certain. Money works the same way. It ripens in unseen soil before appearing in your hands. Neville Goddard said, "Persist in the assumption until it hardens into fact." That means when nothing changes, keep speaking, keep believing, keep watering the invisible. A woman Once prayed for relief from medical bills. For weeks, nothing seemed to move. But she held to the phrase, "Wealth is my nature. Prosperity is my destiny." Then suddenly, her insurance corrected an error, clearing half her debt overnight. She asked, "Why now?" I answered, "Because the seed was finally ripe." Do not confuse silence with absence. Spirit is always on time. Let us continue. When the first flame is lit, you do not stop, you multiply the fire. Spirit responds to amplifiers, to acts that expand the vibration beyond routine. Take the coin and water ritual and add gratitude. Before drinking, speak 3 things you are thankful for, even if they are small. Gratitude widens the channel. Or place a $1 note inside your Bible or favorite sacred book, and each morning declare, "This word carries life, and so does my money." Another amplifier, form a circle of gratitude with friends or family. Each holds a coin, each speaks abundance for the other, creating multiplied vibration. I knew a group of women who did this weekly. Within a month, 2 received promotions, another found unexpected money on her doorstep, and the last saw debts forgiven by surprise. Amplifiers are not superstition, they are spiritual mathematics. One prayer is powerful, but joined with gratitude, agreement, and symbol, it becomes unstoppable. Do not limit spirit by small practice. Expand. Stay with me. There is power when one speaks, but there is greater power when many agree. I once guided a small circle of workers, all drowning in overdue bills, gas prices rising, credit cards suffocating them. We met in silence. Each placed a coin on the table, each lit a small candle, and together we declared, "Wealth is our nature. Prosperity is our destiny." Their voices trembled at first, but as the words repeated, something shifted. The room felt charged, as if invisible electricity ran through their veins. Within weeks, one received a salary raise, another had her debt unexpectedly reduced, another was gifted groceries for a whole month, and one found a forgotten check hidden in an old drawer. None of them walked away the same. Was it chance? Or was it the multiplied vibration echoing into Spirit's order? The testimony is clear. When voices unite, the walls of lack tremble. What began as candles on a table became torches of abundance. Let us continue. Spirit always sends whispers before the thunder, but when faith holds steady, the greater signs arrive. One man told me he began with the small rituals, coin and water, note and mirror, and he honored each tiny sign. A coin on the sidewalk, a dream of dollars, a neighbor offering free bread. Then, after weeks of persistence, a larger door opened. His employer, who had ignored his request for overtime pay, suddenly released all the arrears in one deposit. It covered rent, utilities, and even left enough for savings. Another woman saw her credit card balance mysteriously adjusted downward after she practiced the mirror ritual with gratitude. Skeptics said, "Error." She said, "Spirit's order." When the signs grow larger, fear tries to whisper, "This will not last." But truth says, it has only begun. Do not treat a deposit as a fluke. Treat it as a covenant. Once Spirit confirms, the flow cannot be reversed. Your proof is already on its way. Stay with me. There are moments in every journey when the soul needs a seal, a phrase so strong it cuts through fear like a blade of light. Today I give you one. Wealth flows. Dollars come. Abundance is mine. Say it now, out loud, even if doubt still lingers in your chest. Whisper it into a coin. Speak it over a dollar bill. Declare it to the mirror until your reflection shines with new certainty. Each word is a hammer striking the walls of scarcity. Do not underestimate the rhythm of repetition. Spirit does not respond to empty noise, but to vibration infused with faith. A young man once repeated this mantra every morning while holding his bus pass because he had no dollar to hold. Within a week, his manager doubled his hours, and his wallet carried cash again. The object matters less than the vibration. Let this mantra echo through you. Wealth flows. Dollars come. Abundance is mine. Keep it close. Stay with me. There was a woman who carried debt like a stone on her back for years. Medical bills, rent overdue, credit card limits strangling her every month. She confessed she no longer prayed because she felt unheard. I told her, Spirit is not deaf. Spirit waits for alignment. I guided her into one practice. Place a coin under her pillow each night, whispering before sleep, I am a natural receiver. Money always finds me. For months, nothing seemed to move, yet she persisted, even through tears. Then one morning, she awoke to a letter from her bank. An error had been corrected, her loan balance reduced by thousands. In one night, what felt impossible shifted. She wrote me, saying, the coin became my anchor. My words became my freedom. This was not chance. It was delayed harvest. Remember, Spirit often holds the breakthrough until you prove endurance. When the stone rolled away, she stood free. Your stone, too, can move. Let us continue. Before dawn, the night grows darkest. This is Spirit's pattern, and money often follows the same law. Many abandon their faith at the very edge of breakthrough because the pressure feels unbearable. Bills arrive all at once, creditors call louder. Even unexpected repairs drain the last dollar. This is not failure. It is the final test. Spirit allows the illusion of collapse to see if your vibration bends or holds. One man told me his account hit zero the day after he began the water ritual. He almost quit, but instead he whispered, never early, never late, always exact. That same evening, a forgotten tax refund posted to his account. The timing stunned him. Had he given up, the door would have closed. Remember, the storm rages fiercest when the harvest is closest. Do not mistake intensity for rejection. The final test is Spirit asking, do you still believe? Hold fast, because on the other side, provision stands waiting. Stay with me. When the storm rises, you need an anchor, something simple, physical, unshakable. This ritual is for that moment. Take a coin or dollar note and place it beneath a candle. Sit in silence for 7 breaths. With each inhale, imagine abundance filling you. With each exhale, imagine fear leaving you. Then declare 3 times with firm voice, wealth is my nature. Prosperity is my destiny. After the 3rd declaration, touch the coin or note to your forehead and whisper, I cannot be broken. This act seals your vibration, telling Spirit and your own soul that you will not bow to panic. A woman once practiced this on the night she faced eviction. By morning, a relative she had not spoken to in years transferred money without her asking, covering her rent in full. The ritual did not summon luck, it summoned alignment. Each repetition builds a wall against despair. When pressure mounts, return to this anchor. Spirit honors endurance. Let us continue. There was a man who lived chained to debt for over a decade. Credit cards swallowed his paycheck, loans devoured his peace, and every month he chose between rent or groceries. He came to me broken, saying, I will die owing. I told him, Spirit does not measure you by your past chains, but by your present vibration. I guided him to one act, Write every debt on paper, place a dollar bill on top, and declare daily, these numbers bow to Spirit's order. I am free. He did this faithfully, even when nothing seemed to change. Then, within 6 months, doors opened. His employer offered a severance package far larger than expected, enough to clear every debt at once. He walked into the bank and paid all balances in a single day. He said, it felt as if iron bars snapped inside me. Debt had defined his identity, but Spirit redefined him. What seemed endless became finished. Your debts, too, can bow. Stay with me. Many continue begging Spirit, as if heaven were deaf. They cry, please give me money, please remove this debt. And yet the struggle remains. Why? Because begging carries the vibration of lack. Spirit does not answer emptiness. Spirit responds to assumption. Neville Goddard revealed, assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. That means you do not ask as if it were far away. You embody as if it is already yours. A woman once prayed nightly for rent money, and nothing came. I told her, stop asking, begin assuming. She lit a candle, placed a coin in her palm, and declared, I am already paid. I already dwell in abundance. She even walked around her apartment thanking Spirit, as if the rent receipt were in her hand. Within 2 days, her cousin offered to cover her rent unexpectedly, saying, I don't know why, but I felt I should help. She shifted from begging to assuming, and reality obeyed. You must not ask, you must live it. Let us continue. To assume is not to pretend, it is to embody. Tonight, I give you a ritual of assumption. Take a dollar note or coin and hold it against your chest. Close your eyes and imagine the bill already paid, the account already filled, the fridge already stocked. Feel the relief in your body as if it has happened. Then speak aloud, it is finished, it is done, and it cannot be otherwise. Do not say, I hope. Do not say, one day. Speak only as if the miracle has already arrived. A man once practiced this while holding his empty wallet. He breathed deeply, thanking Spirit for the money already inside. Within 48 hours, a friend he had helped years ago sent repayment unexpectedly, enough to cover groceries and bills. His words did not chase money. They declared money present. This is assumption, aligning your vibration with completion, not with waiting. Do this daily, and the invisible will bend to your faith. Stay with me. There was a mother of 3 who lived in constant fear. Her fridge often empty, her lights almost cut, her nights filled with tears. She told me, I am tired of asking. Nothing changes. I answered, then stop asking. Begin assuming. I taught her to place a dollar bill under her pillow each night, whispering before sleep, it is finished, it is done, and it cannot be otherwise. She would close her eyes and imagine her children eating, the bills stamped paid, her wallet full. At first, it felt like fantasy, but she persisted night after night. Within a month, her government assistance was unexpectedly increased, and her part-time job offered more hours. In 1 week, the cycle shifted. Food filled the fridge, the bills stopped threatening, and her children smiled again. She wrote to me, the note under my pillow became my secret covenant. This was not coincidence. It was assumption transforming reality. Do not underestimate your words sealed with faith. Let us continue. When Spirit begins to move, confirmations appear like footprints on a hidden path. You may dream of counting money or see dollar signs flashing on billboards at the exact moment you pray. A stranger may speak the word abundance near you, though they know nothing of your struggle. These are not random. They are spiritual echoes, proof that your vibration is shifting. One man told me he started finding coins every day in buses, sidewalks, even inside his laundry. At first, he ignored them. Then he remembered my words. Honor the small, and the great will come. Soon after, a larger sign appeared. A forgotten account released funds into his bank, enough to cover weeks of expenses. Spirit always begins with whispers before shouting. Do not dismiss these signals. Each dream, each phrase, each coin is a divine announcement. The flow is active. The door is opening wider. Watch with eyes of faith, because your sign may already be near. Stay with me. There are moments when your spirit is ready not only to receive, but to expand. For this, you need the amplifier ritual. Take a dollar bill or coin and place it at the center of a small space, on a table, a shelf, or even the floor. Around it, arrange 3 things that carry meaning to you: a lit candle, a glass of water, and a written word of gratitude. Sit before this altar and declare, wealth is my nature. Prosperity is my destiny. Repeat it 7 times, each time louder, until your body vibrates with certainty. Then, in silence, imagine doors opening, debts dissolving, and provision flowing. A family once practiced this circle together, each adding their gratitude word. Within days, one received a job offer, another a gift of groceries, another the forgiveness of a bill. Amplification multiplies vibration. It tells spirit you are not only asking for survival, but stepping into overflow. The altar becomes a beacon calling prosperity home. Let us continue. I once witnessed a group of 5 neighbors, each crushed by different chains. One drowning in credit card interest, another behind on rent, another burdened with medical bills, another jobless, and one with cupboards nearly empty. I guided them into the amplifier ritual. They placed a single dollar bill at the center, surrounded it with water, a candle, and gratitude words written on scraps of paper. Together they declared, wealth is our nature. Prosperity is our destiny. Their voices trembled at first, then grew strong, until the small room vibrated like a drum of faith. Within weeks, testimonies flowed. One was hired for stable work, one had her debt forgiven, one received an unexpected check, another got a promotion, and the last was gifted food supplies for a month. They told me the ritual had turned their despair into unity, their weakness into power. Spirit multiplied their faith and broke their chains together. Collective vibration accelerates miracles. Stay with me. Every ritual needs a seal, a closing that locks the vibration so it cannot be stolen by doubt or fear. Spirit has given us such a seal. 3 simple phrases, spoken with authority, that echo like thunder in the unseen. Place your hand over your heart, touch the coin or dollar you have used in ritual, and declare slowly, with weight, it is finished, it is done, and it cannot be otherwise. Speak it once, and you feel the air shift. Speak it twice, and your body warms as if fire runs through your veins. Speak it a 3rd time, and the atmosphere bends, carrying your words like arrows into Spirit's vault. This seal is not poetry. It is law. A woman once used it at the end of her practice, and the very next day, a debt collector called not to threaten but to inform her balance was cleared. The seal closed her vibration in faith, and provision answered. Use it always. Stay with me. A young father once came to me with despair carved into his face. His wages barely covered food. His electricity was days from being cut, and the bank threatened repossession of his car. I taught him the seal. Place his last coin on the table, hand over heart, and declare 3 times, "It is finished. It is done. And it cannot be otherwise." He obeyed, though his voice shook. That same evening, a company he had applied to months before called with a job offer. Better salary, immediate start, and a signing bonus wired into his account within 24 hours. He told me later, "The moment I said those words, something heavy left me." The seal became his turning point, the line where fear ended and flow began. This is the proof. When faith is sealed, spirit cannot delay. What begins as trembling words becomes an unbreakable decree. Your voice, spoken with authority, can shift your entire reality. Let us continue. There comes a moment when you no longer chase, no longer beg, no longer doubt. You simply are. This is the highest code of prosperity, identity. Spirit whispers, you do not create abundance. You embody it. Stand before your mirror, hold $1 in your hand, and declare with calm authority, "I am a natural receiver. Money always finds me." Do not rush these words. Let them sink into your bones. Let them echo in your chest. Say them in the morning before work, at night before sleep, until they become the rhythm of your heartbeat. A man once repeated this mantra daily, even while walking to his job at dawn. Weeks later, an unexpected inheritance reached him, and he said, "I knew it would come. I already felt it was mine." The shift was not in the bank first. It was in his being. When you identify as receiver, the chase ends, and dollars chase you. Say it now. I am a natural receiver. Money always finds me. Stay with me. Now, we close the circle. You have walked through the chains of debt, the whispers of fear, the rituals of water, coin, candle, and word. You have witnessed testimonies of rent paid, bills erased, opportunities opening. But the greatest miracle is not outside. It is within you. Place your hand upon your chest, breathe deeply, and declare the seal one last time. It is finished. It is done. And it cannot be otherwise. Feel the vibration echo through your body. Then speak your identity. I am a natural receiver. Money always finds me. This is not hope. It is law. If these words touched you, write your testimony in the comments within 48 hours. Speak your mantra publicly. Wealth flows. Dollars come. Abundance is mine. Subscribe, join the circle, and share so others may step into this code. As you leave, carry this truth. Prosperity is not chasing you tomorrow. It is already seeking you now. And together we close with power. And so it is. And so it is. And so it is.